Morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this brand new 2024 Renegade Verona. This is the 40 VRB floor plan. It's got the Surge exterior colors. As we're kind of back a little, I want to get your attention up top there. This has the two rooftop air conditioners. Those are 15K BTU with heat pumps. You can also see the in-motion satellite dome up top behind the front air conditioner. And then to the right there is the wind guard over the air antenna. So a lot happening up top. I don't have a ladder to get up there and show you. I figured we could do it from right here. Fully equipped. This is going to be on the new Freightliner chassis, so it's the upgraded chassis. It's got the L9 engine, so you're going to have 360 horsepower, 1,150 pound-feet of torque. Starting at the front, working our way back, you'll see we have our turn signal cameras. It also has a backup camera, which we'll see as we go around the rear. Of course, our Alcoa aluminum wheels. These are Bridgestone tires, and these are 295/75 on 22.5-inch wheels. As we work our way back, you'll see a couple of things here. It's got dual fuel, so one tank on each side. Here's one right here. Our West Coast mirror. Gives you plenty of viewing range, so when you're driving down the road, you can see if anybody's on the side. Along with your camera there, makes it really nice and easy, a lot safer. Up top here, we're going to have our Girard awning with LED lights. It's sunny out, but I didn't feel like taking it out. Figure I'd work on my tan today. I do want to point out one more thing before I forget. If you look at the steps, easy access in and out. The step comes down pretty low, so you don't have to climb up very far. Makes it nice if you've got bad hips, bad knees. They also give you a really nice grab bar to help you in and out of the coach. So, storage compartment wise, you see we got plenty of room in here. This is kind of a pass through, so it's one big compartment that goes all the way through here. You're going to have your air hose connection here. You can connect this, you can run it through there. You've got your slide lockers here, and there's also an outlet up top there. I'm sure I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I love the doors on the Renegades. You just give them a good slam. They're solid, they shut really well. All right, outside we're going to have our Samsung outdoor TV and sound bar. Perfect for entertaining your company, watching your favorite sports. You're using this to tailgate. No better way of doing it. Back here we're going to have another large compartment. Now all your compartments will have work lights inside. This is a fairly large compartment, has a little additional extension back here for longer items or wider items. And again, let's give it a good slam, shuts nice and tight. So this Verona is a 40 VRB, like I mentioned. It's going to be just under 40 foot in length. So if you have a driveway, if you have a storage unit, you're just under 40 foot in length. So make sure that you don't buy a coach that's too big for your storage compartment, your storage unit. Under here, you can see it goes back probably another couple of feet. It is kind of high. It's probably about 8 inches here. It's good for sliding tables, folding chairs, that kind of thing. Here in the rear compartment, again, it's a little smaller, but still about 2.5 inch deep, and you do have a work light in there. You can see I left all of your slides. I left all the slides in so makes it easy to get in and out of these storage compartments. Also, so I can show you inside how much room you have to walk around while you're going down the road, which is a pretty big factor for some people. If you're traveling with large dogs, you spend a lot of time on the road, you want to have room to walk around. The Renegades are awesome when it comes to that. Back here we're going to have our 2-inch receiver. This is a 2-inch ball, 20,000 pound towing capacity. You do have a Voyager connection back here in case your trailer is set up with the Voyager cam. Also have your 7-pin connector right here. Exhaust for the generator, which I have running because I am running that air conditioner inside. I think we're supposed to get up to almost 100 degrees today, so we're going to work those air conditioners. Up top back here, backup camera. Gives you a nice view of your tow vehicle. Another cool thing about the Renegades, and I'll point this out real quick, is these lights. So your lights in the back are really easy to get. Truck stops, places like that, if you burn the light out, they're really easy to take care of yourself. Keeps you out of the shop, saves you time and travel. Here we're going to have our 50 amp shore cord. This is 50 amp. There's a pass through here so you can run it underneath and plug it in. We've got our surge protection and transfer switch. This also does come with an adapter to go from 50 amp to 30 amp. You have an outlet in there, and it is on a power reel. Here is your Onan 8K diesel generator, which again I do have running. Not sure if you can hear it. Sewer hose storage. Frameless windows all the way around, as you can see. Here in the water bay, it's a small compartment. Everything fits perfectly in here. It doesn't take up a lot of room. You have your full house water filter, your low point drains, hot water tap, black dump, gray dump. This is going to have 150 gallons of fresh water. So you basically will have two 75-gallon fresh tanks under the bed. And then you'll have 75 gallons of gray and black. Here is where you would hook up your sewer hose, run it down through this opening. Here are your tank sensors that let you know how much you've used as far as your gray and black tank. All right, here is your Aqua Hot hydronic heating system. It's a 250D. A little bit of storage to the right here. Down in this compartment here, we're going to have our 3,000 watt inverter up here. Also our solar charge controller. This unit was ordered with 600 watts of solar on the roof. You got 3 200 watt panels up there. Was also ordered with the lithium battery upgrade, so you're going to have your 3 batteries here. They're going to be 100 amp hours each, and then you'll have your 2 chassis batteries on the left. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, you have dual fuel here, so you'll have a fuel tank on both sides. Also, your DEF is going to be on the driver's side. You're going to have a block heater port here, so you can plug in your block heater there in the winter time. Something I want to point out here is your battery disconnect on the new chassis. Used to be a dial right here, now it's right there. It's a push button. This does have power door locks, power mirrors, and power windows. Also comes equipped with the trailer brake controller right here under your key. This lever is to adjust your steering column, so you pull that down and adjust your steering wheel the way you want it, and then lock it back up. Also, they are air seats. So right here, I always advise you kind of get comfortable, get used to your seats from the outside. It's a lot easier than trying to sit in them and do all your adjustments. But find out where all the controls are when you're standing outside. These will swivel around and face the inside of the coach as well. All right, so it's a Super C. One of the big draws to the Super Cs are if you like working on your own truck. I'm gonna pop this hood real quick. So you've got two struts that make it really easy to open and close. As you just saw, I opened it with one hand. It's not very hard to open and close these. Easy access to that L9 engine. You can check all your fluids. Important to point out right here, you do have a fuse and relay box. So if anything goes out, always check your breakers, your fuses, your relays before you start panicking. Usually it's something relatively easy to fix. All right, again, to close it, just give the hood a push, let the struts do their thing. Once it comes down, you're gonna latch this right here. Be careful not to get your palm stuck in between here, because it does give you a nice little pinch. Got nice steps to help you in and out of the cab if you want to go in through the main side doors. You have a grab bar here on the left, one up on the right. Some really nice map pockets here. All right, now we'll go inside. Before we do, this does come equipped with a nice screen door to let you circulate some fresh air. As we walk in, here on the left side, you're going to see a couple of things. You're going to have your main battery disconnect, your entry stepped override, and then your battery boost. Also, fire extinguisher right here on the side. All right, now before I open up the slides, as I mentioned outside, one of the things I really like about the Renegades is most of them are going to have just two slides, which means you're going to have a ton of room going down the road. Again, if you have large dogs you're traveling with, multiple people, you're going to be walking in and out. You have access to the bathroom, to the fridge. When it's time to open your slides, I don't have my phone with me. There is an app you can use to open all your slides, turn your lights on and off. If you have any questions on that, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text or an email, and I'll show you how to do that. Nice quiet slide mechanism on this. All right, now I'll go ahead and open the rear one. You can see already there's a ton of floor space once you get the slide out. Good. Couple benefits to the Super Cs and in the Renegade especially. Water capacity, 150 gallons of fresh water, 75 gray, 75 black. You're going to have plenty of sleeping capacity in most of your Renegades. So we're going to have the over-the-head bunk, which will allow you to sleep 1 or 2 people up here. You've got a nice little skylight up top that you can open and close. We've got a TV also up there if you have a little one and they like to watch their, watch their cartoons or whatever. Really easy to get them up there. Turn that on. You're also going to have a booth dinette that turns into a bed. So this will easily this slides down. You'll have a cushion under each one of these. They just sit on top of the table and it gives you another sleeping area. Also, you're going to have your trifold sofa bed over here. So that will pull out, give you sleeping for additional 2. So you have 2 in the bedroom. You can have 2 here, 1 or 2 little ones here, and then a couple more up top. So plenty of sleeping, plenty of water capacity for everybody you bring, and also a ton of storage. Now these are set up in 2 different ones, so there is a divider right here. But these 4, you can slide stuff all the way across, and then the same on these 3 over here on the right side. All right, back over here across. I'll go over the overhead storage here. owner's manuals, Freightliner manuals. Got a really nice solid surface countertops and sink covers. You have a huge sink, stainless steel sink here. Down below, you have a nice spot for your trash can. This comes out, it's a nice cutting board. Over on this side, this actually locks. Slide out somewhat of a pantry here. You got 2 shelves. Lock that so that it doesn't open while you're going down the road. They do give you a nice touch-up paint kit, so when you get your first dings on the outside, all right, of course we're going to have, this is an all-electric unit, so you're going to have an induction cooktop. It's a 2-burner, true induction cooktop. You're going to have your high point convection microwave. Some additional storage up top. And then here's your main panel. Kind of walk you through this real quick. Here on your home button, you can turn on your lights, check your temperatures, start your generator, satellite. You can also do your auto gen start, and you can set that so if you're going to leave it parked, if you're out boondocking, when your battery voltage drops to a certain level, it'll start your generator, charge up those batteries. You can also check all your tank levels, and there's a tank heat pad on those, so you can turn that on there. Here on the light switch, you can shut them all on and off at the same time, or you can individually do those. Here's your power monitor here. Again, auto gen start, your inverter charger status. You can kind of check all of your voltages going in and out. Temperature. These are your ceiling fans here, your max fans, and then your slide controls. This also has your window shade controls right here. And then if you want to set up your app, you'll go down to settings, hit mobile app, download the app, find it on here, put in the PIN, and then you can again use your cell phone to open the slides, turn the lights on and off, etc. So really nice, a lot of options on there. Again, if you have any questions on any of that stuff, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text or an email. Here in our fridge, this is a residential fridge. Again, you're going to have a lot of people with you potentially in this unit, so you got plenty of room for all your groceries. The freezer also has a lock. Last thing you want is all your stuff flying out while you're going down the road. So make sure you keep these locked. Just no overhead storage here. This is going to be your AV cabinet. This is where your HDMI and cable inlets are going to be. As I mentioned outside, this does have a in-motion satellite system. Also have a 43-inch TV here, sound bar, fireplace down below. Nice tile floor. I forgot to mention the floor. Beautiful tile floor. All right, you're going to have a pantry up here with the adjustable shelves. Down below is your breaker cabinet here. This is going to have all your breakers and fuses. Everything's in one spot, so if something goes out, you know exactly where to go. I really like that on the Renegades. Another thing I really like on this unit, so you have a stackable washer and dryer, but there's a shelf in between here, so they're actually not just sitting on top of each other shaking going down the road. This secures them in a lot nicer, a lot cleaner, which I really like. And as you can see, these hinges open quite a way so that you can get your laundry in and out. All right, here is our half bath. Important thing to point out here is if you look down by the toilet, you got plenty of room around you. It's not one of those half baths where the toilet, you can barely sit in it. Don't have any leg room, no elbow room. You've got a nice medicine cabinet here. Decent sized sink with counter space around it. And plenty of storage below. Again, easy to access this while you're going down the road with the slides in. Here as we come into the bedroom here, we're going to have our pocket door that is secured with the strap here. You do have a safety strap on both sides. They got magnets to secure it, and then you have a strap on both sides just to keep it from sliding while you're going down the road. So we come in, we're going to have our king size bed. Again, down below we've got two 75-gallon fresh tanks. Nice little ledge on both sides of the bed so you can sit your phone down. You have an outlet on both sides with USB and a USB Type-C outlet on each. Overhead storage with an outlet up there as well. You have some reading lights down below. You also have a touchpad here so you can turn your lights on, your generator, and you can turn the water pump on if you want as well. Don't have to get up here. Straight across from the bed, we're going to have our TV and escape window. Again, hopefully you never have to use it, but if you do, it's really nice. Also have a counter up here you can sit on to help you get out. Gonna have a wardrobe area on both sides of the window here. Soft closing drawers. You're gonna have 4 drawers on each side. Down here is another AV cabinet for your receivers. HDMI cables down here and cable inlets. And then 2 large drawers below those. Outlet here. Over on this wall, you're going to have your second monitor there, your panel. So you can turn your lights on and on, check all of your levels. Again, wardrobe. And then your 4 soft closing drawers. As we walk into the main bathroom here, or the full bath, I should say. You have a nice skylight, gives you additional headspace if you're a tall person. Nice spot to sit down if you need to. There's a lock here for your door so that when you're going down the road, they're not opening and closing. Again, medicine cabinet. A lot of counter space down here for all your, your razors, your hair dryers, whatever you use. Outlet right next to it. Storage down here with toilet paper holder, and again, a lot of room around the toilet, so you can actually don't have to get claustrophobic every time you go into the bathroom. All right, now we'll go into the cab area and I can walk you through some of that real quick. One thing I like to point out, these seats up here in these Renegades are really comfortable. They do have adjustments here on the armrest so you can adjust them. So when you're going down the road, you always want to make sure you set your seat, your mirrors, your armrests, so that you're not having to hold your arms up and get a lot of tension on your shoulders. You want to be able to relax as you're going down the road. These seats are heated, so there's a heat button on both of these. As I mentioned earlier, this is on the new chassis, so you can tell if you compare the last year's model to this one, the dash is completely different. I'm gonna fire this thing up real quick. Kind of walk you through a couple of things. Oh, here we go. All right, so you have hazards, your cab step lights, your footwell, and your work lights outside. As I mentioned earlier, outside, sorry, it's going to take a minute for all this to come on. This does have the Voyager hookup on the back, so if you want to check your camera on your trailer, you would switch up to trailer. If not, leave it down to truck, and then that'll access your truck camera. Down here we have our locking rear diff and our rear suspension dump. HVAC controls here. You have an HDMI and an auxiliary port right here. You heard the beeping, that was our EQ leveling system right here. They give you this cool little cup here with the lid. Steering wheel controls now. So you can actually access some of the stuff on here, move through your menu up on the dash using the buttons here. You can make your phone calls on the right side here. Set your cruise control up here as well. The shifter is now right here on the stock. So to go to drive, basically you'd push it up, turn the dial down to neutral or reverse. You also have manual and auto, so you can change it if you like to shift through your gears manually. Your engine brake is right here. As you can see, there's the logo. And you can scroll through low, medium, and high on there. Parking brake, same as usual. Your ABA off. Your this is your overdrive shutdown. So if you're going through the mountains, you don't want it kicking into overdrive as you're going up or down, you can shut that off right here. So that's pretty important to point out there. On the left side over here, we're going to have our windshield wipers and our turn signals. Mentioned earlier, you got power mirrors. They are heated for winter time, so you can turn the heat on and off right there. Power door locks and windows. Light controls right here. You do have auto, off, and then turning them on. So I'm just going to shut those off for now. Up on the dash, a couple things to point out. Our park brake is on, so you can see the park brake. This logo right here is your engine brake. So that is off, all the way up is off, and then your different stages are right below it. So you'll want to figure out, if you're in heavy traffic, you can set that so that you're not applying your brakes every time you let off the fuel, kind of save wear and tear on your brakes. A couple things over here as well. So you're going to have your fuel gauge, and the blue dial here is your DEF. So you actually have a DEF dial on at all times, so you can always keep an eye on that. You don't want to ignore that and get put into limp mode. You have your oil gauge here, RPMs, obviously your miles per hour, and then your air gauge right here. Also your water temperature. Pretty simple. This does have, actually let me point this out to you. Up on the window here you can see this has the Detroit Assurance Safety Package, which is a pretty big deal. If you drive a lot, safety features nowadays are really important to have. So this does come equipped with that Detroit Safety Assurance Package. We also have our Garmin navigation backup camera. It does have the RV Garmin on there, so you can set your height, your length, so that it's not routing you to places that you can't get through under bridges and so forth. So pretty nice, simple. You've got some map pockets up here. Also a spot for a CB radio. If you like to set up a CB radio, it's really easy to do because everything's already wired right here. Pretty simple to do. Makes it nice and easy and keeps it clean. That's pretty much it for this. This is a 2024 Renegade Verona 40 VRB. It is available. It is stock number 5N240847. If you have questions on this unit, any other units, please give me a call if you'd like for me to be your salesperson. You can call me directly on my cell phone, call the main number and ask for me. You can also text or email me. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.